I'm gonna start with the minute 2 day, trying to find a new way to stay a new day. In the bootleg, clears Blu-ray, it's a toupee. Cover up. Undercover brothers with names like Buttercup. Who rated Cool J? I'm bad. Spitting the chitlin souffle, real bad. Don't care what you say, big as you say. I'm bad, boy. Yelling what only a few say. Now you're thinking, touche. Grown man dog already grew gray. Gentiles blaspheme and burn to earn a Jews pay. Can't believe everything that the news play. Like the NBA, America's a recruiter for young shooters, but prosecutors will state they like to use the J. You want to get into heaven, my brother, and you can't amuse your way. You are asked to choose your way. Straight path or lose your way. In a land where the security guards of the yards of the hood see the hoods and start abusing trade. If the number one goal is saving souls, then why as a whole we refuse to pray? Who's to say change won't happen? I'm talking about real freedom in exchange for this trapping. Don't think that it's odd, it's the hand of God, nothing strange is happening. We believed in lies, got chastised, capsized, and now we want to blame the captain. If I'm a poet and you know it, ain't no shame in snapping. It's the same as clapping. Depicted as wicked as what's became a rapping. So we as poets come before you to assure you, we feel the pain that's attacking. Some can be labeled insane by their actions, but never get blamed for their actions. They get a pass due to class, fame, or attraction. Quick quiz, kids. What are you thinking when your brain is relaxing in the fast lane when you crashing? There was a time when speaking your mind came with a lashing, yet we sustained. Now we voluntarily refrain from passion. None unity and no community. We train for clashing, ready to rumble, not humble but vain and laughing. Flash them jewels and shorty gon' flash that tool while your chain he grabbing. No peace, police never came to nab him. And when they did, instead of doing his bid, he wasn't ashamed to ask him for the right to rapping and trapping. Just like that, he turned his hat to the back, returned back to the pack so they could scrap him for scraps. But they were unaware that he was there in DA's chair discussing the facts. Yeah, it's real. Brothers will squeal to keep busting the lights and the blacks. But they also will wheel and deal the cop crack and watch that syringe, my friend. They also got smacked a generation of harm because on mama's arms they play follow the tracks of my tears over my peers have I shed over the years for my dead who once bled to their death. Right where robbery and crime is greatest outside the poverty lines. You got politician pushers and larceny lawyers, plantation employers, nation destroyers, and I'm facing them for you. Because with this pen, I do declare the truth be there. Future Slim Jim when the youth are in despair. Grand Theft Auto, peel the column, hit the throttle, follow role models who still hit the bottle while both still sit and sit for mom's tit and get coddled. One learns to count numbers, the other get bounced with numbers but never hit the lotto. Pops ain't shit, so I quit. Young niggas starting to stick the motto. Now they racing down the runway of a one-way off of drugs and gunplay, picking up the future thugs of someday, and they ready to run away as the streets repeat. I only ask that you come and stay, where I provide the funds for your fun, but one day you pay. Dutch, I'm a crutch, or Donnie Brasco, Fiasco, Lupe. Now we looking for life support. Living off game like life's a sport. Families fighting in court. And no Venus, no Serena. It's Ike and Tina. Now your wife's divorced. Feuding like FEMA and Katrina. No Gina if Martin's your only king. You should know better, Coretta. You starting to live a dream. Them ain't gods, them frauds. Spartans with a scheme. And they starting by parting our team. So for us, I sharpen and sharpen until my spiritual hearken is keen. Our light is bright, baby. Don't let your last night darken our scene. You see, it's necessary for us to marry. Don't let the adversary darken the heart of my queen. But it's time we do more than touch them. It's time we touch and agree. Because we already done, when we were touching the tree, now we lusting and sex and getting disgusted while texting. But is it me that you trusting, or are you merely guessing? Gambling, praying and rambling, because it seems like we're receiving nothing for blessings. Done cursed our households, and what's worse is our mouth closed. Only argue to bicker, now mama's a bitch and your father is liquor. Don't bother to switch because they calling you nigga. I've altered the script, I'm called for bigger. You gotta pull it to see bullets, son. Lay off of the trigger. And since Yeshua the Christ is the waters of life, witness I off to the river.